Happy Monday morning, September 13th, 2021. Monday, 10:35 on the West Coast. And I was going to start with a quick video. I'm streaming on all two of my channels. I'm going to probably not always do that. So please find the stand-up one or the Humboldt Truth Teller one. I'm afraid if I stream on both of them, I'll get a strike, and then I'll have a strike on both. But there's some different followers on each channel. So anyway, if you just go to the Liberty Warrior Nation's correspondent page, I'm going to share it with you so you can find it. Then it's updated, and you can always find, sometimes it gets taken down and it takes a minute for us to find each other or to change the channel. Here comes Mama. She doesn't know I'm streaming. Let's see. So here is, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen, which I think I am. Yes. Here is the Ladies of Liberty on the Liberty Warrior Nation. This is how you can get in touch with Tammy. She is the hostess for Ladies Night, which is Thursday. And that's a really fun time. And so you can get a hold of her through that. And then there's Shane. We all know Shane as, Captain Finger. And then there is Tara. She is the admin for the emails. And then there's Mike. So, and also did get the Facebook connected. Yep, there it is. So it's looking good. But when you go there, you go to more here, and there's Liberty Warrior Nation correspondence. You click there. And so we have Michigan here. Jeff's channels are all here. He has 3 channels. And there's Craig DeHunta. He just went through Ida, and we were all praying for him, and he was our correspondent through that. And we were just really worried about him, but it was really great to have someone on the ground that could report to us. That's Roberto, the Unattainable Truth. He's in Florida. Awakened Patriot. She hasn't been on for a while, but she does have some past videos. Shepherd of the Forest. If you want to learn about the history of the Rothschilds and the Illuminati, go to her channel. It's great. She reads books, and it's wonderful. She has a great channel. Scad Warrior is in the DC area. She's in Virginia, but she has gone over there to DC and prayed all around the city, and that was really cool. Rage in the Cage is in Canada. We got some, I don't know if, I think I asked Mike about putting Remote's channel on a while ago, and Remote wasn't going live as much, so he might be now. And excuse me. I was going to start off and say cheers to you, Catherine Gabatin. Hey, Mama, how about a kiss? Say hello to the world.
Hello, world.
All righty. There's Mama. I don't even know if anyone's here yet. Let's see. Hi, Crystal's here. Hey, darling. You subscribe, but you never get notifications when we go live. Yes, they've done that to us. You're not used to me being calm. J.M. Ken Pig. No, I'm really struggling lately to lively up myself. Okay, so this chia water, Catherine Gavitin, this is for you, girl. I'm one of those people that when I first saw this, I was like, ew, what is that? So that's what you get. Hi, Mom. Hello, honey. Hi, 300 Warriors. Listen, I've tried to go to your Cash App a couple times, and I think you changed your name on your Instagram too. Yes? Did you? I don't want to out your name, but I did see it. I think you changed it, right? Because I looked on your Instagram and I wanted to talk to you about that and those clothes and stuff. And like, do you want to share your link? Can't you still sell those clothes, or is that business is no more? What's the deal with that? So yeah, now I'm drinking the chia water, Catherine. So I think this is the song I've had in my mind all morning when I woke up in the morning and I drank this. I was like, something tells me I'm into something good. So cheers, Catherine. She is actually Catherine is our Southern Humboldt freedom fighter extraordinaire. She does do picnics every other weekend and meets with patriots, and she's gone to businesses with information, and she was interviewed by our local paper, but they did not want to run it because she gave them the laws, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll run this by a lawyer and then we'll run your story. So anyway, we've since confronted them about it a couple times, redheaded black belt, but they don't seem to want to run her story. But she's a badass. She's a warrior, and she does self-sabotage courses, and I've actually enrolled, but and I've paid for it, and I'm starting now. I'm supposed to. This is the thing. I got halfway through the questionnaire that I got from her, and it was like, hey, SoCal Patriot. And it was like, was it diary of your last 4 days of, or the next 4 days of what you're eating and drinking. And it was like, I got in this weird self-triggered, I started eating all the sugar stuff. It was like, I went into the Weight Watchers thing and like the mode of, if you bite it, write it. Like I knew that was coming. And so I was like, kind of bucked against that. So I'm halfway through the self-sabotage survey, Catherine. But if you're interested in Catherine, Gianna Hardwick, you did The Lady Who Loves Confronting Those Safeway Gangstas. I did what? What did I do? I don't know what you mean, sweetie. I missed something. I'm talking too fast for myself. Can't keep track of what I just said. I'm about to share the two narratives the way I see it, you guys. And for me, as a small business owner of 26 years, I see things as laws, and I see things as everything else, right? It's everything else. It's mandates, orders, guidelines, rules, procedures, tier systems, policies, make up your own whatever. Make it up all you want, small business owners. Make it up all you want. But in Humboldt County, we had a bunch of people that were not following the laws for the disabled here, and they didn't even have decent bathrooms for people. And this lawyer came through town and made a bunch of money and put a bunch of people out of business. And all the townies that, couldn't provide bathrooms for the disabled just decided to take the fines and not build accommodating bathrooms. Okay. And then they went out of business instead. So, do what you want, live in your little fantasy land. But the reality is we have laws and legislation on the books, and then you have criminal enterprise infiltrators. And I'm going to show you something that my friend Linda sent to me. She must have sent this to me because I downloaded it. It's a document from Humboldt County. It's all the money they got from from this illness. Okay. It's all the money they got. And it's $5.5 million. And I'm going to show you who it's through. What the top of the document says is through Cooperation Humboldt. If you don't know who Cooperation Humboldt is, look them up. Okay. They're blatantly communist, socialists, want to dismantle capitalism. Okay. This is who is here in Humboldt County. This is who our supervisors who are hiding out on Zoom and not taking our calls. Okay. These crooked criminals sitting from their perch telling us to take the jab and wear the thing. Okay. While they take all this money in through and give it to a dismantling capitalism program here, you guys. So I'm upset with that. And then I'm upset because I go into the GOP Friday or 2 times last week. You disappointing GOP in Humboldt County. I'm gonna share what my experience was there, and it was really sad. It was really sad. And my husband's gonna go in there, and he's told me I'm gonna give him help. He used to go in there all the time. Hey, what's going on? What are y'all doing in here? Not much. Okay. And it's pathetic. What they're not doing It's pathetic the things they are unaware of. It's pathetic how they're not willing to support the people that have been going in front of the courthouse for a year because they can't get more than 12 people and their little ego is hurt because it looks bad. It looks worse to have only 12 people out there. Meanwhile, Chuck and Genevieve, me and Justin, and like a handful of others have been out there with less than 12 people for a year with our signs. And yeah, some people cuss, and then he's like, and then, they just cuss at you. Well, no, not everyone does. It's like 7 out of 10 love you. 3 out of 10 are the idiots that take both hands off the wheel to flip you off and say something nasty. And all I want to bring out there next time is a big mirror. It's just a big mirror to show them how truly ugly these people are. Okay, so let me show you this document. I couldn't even go Friday. Jen Pig, I don't know who you are. Jim Ken Pig. I didn't know what you mean, but yeah, I've been depressed since it must have been Friday. And then I had that situation with this kid had ran over a sign in Eureka, you guys. He totally ran over a sign. And it was sad because he was losing it, but it was also great that I was there for him. I just happened to walk out of that meeting at the GOP. And right then the cops were putting this guy in handcuffs, and I saw the sign, this stupid criminal, Eureka, wear a face diaper everywhere you go, inside and out. Welcome to Eureka, wear a face diaper everywhere you go, inside and out. It's just disgusting. And so he got upset and he ran it over. And I was there and I was recording him and I was like, hey, buddy, I see you. And I didn't realize he was a friend of mine. He's been out at the courthouse before with Star. And he's a advocate and a fighter for human trafficking with her. He's a total badass, and he's losing his mind because our town is completely upside down. It's upside down. So I'm sorry, I keep saying I'm going to share this document. I saw it right before I got on. Let me find it before I share my screen again. I told my new friend she's going to call me. She's in House Call Pro. Keely, is that your name? I'm sorry, girl. I meant to look it up. I think it's Keely. Okay, here it is. She owns a business, and we're going to talk about small businesses sometime. She called me. Oh, he is, honey. My husband's been going there for months. He walks over there from work, and he strolls in the office, and he's like, he tells me they're not doing anything. And I'm going to tell you that story later. But look at this. While this is going on under our nose, these guys over there, they don't know what's going on. They have no idea. They have no idea what's going on. It's ridiculous. So here is a professional services agreement by and between the County of Humboldt and Cooperation Humboldt through the fiscal years of 2020 through 2021. Okay. Now let's go down here. So through the Department of Health and Human Services, they have secured a total of $5,483,000 in the CARES Act through federally enacted Corona aid, relief, and economic security. This is why we're locked down. This is why, go ahead and go find this. Okay. Go download this it's the Public Health and Medical Emergency Powers. And on, so local emergency on page 5 says that, the conditions of disaster or of extreme peril to the safety of persons, and they're likely to go beyond the control of the services, personnel, equipment, facilities at the city, county, or city. We're under like 65, 70 deaths, I think, here for the last year and a half for this. And most everybody died in a local elderly facility where people had cancer and were dying anyway, to sound crass and just, totally honest. So here's what it says. Whenever, on page 6, whenever a local emergency is proclaimed by an official designated by ordinance, the local emergency shall not remain in effect for a period in excess of 7 days unless it has been ratified by the governing body. I called them last year in the summertime. Twice I got it on record. I asked them to take that vote, ratify to end the state of emergency. They have since stopped taking my phone calls. They have Zoomed from home. They do not care what we say. They tell us to take the jab or else. They are shoving communism down our throat through this money, you guys. Okay? I can show you where this is later. Let me go through this document first. But it says, finally, the governing body shall proclaim the termination of the local emergency at the earliest possible date that conditions the warrant. And it's not to remain in effect for a period of 7 days unless it's been ratified, and then at least every 30 days until they terminate the local emergency. They are dragging this emergency on because they are selling us out to communists to dismantle capitalism. You small businesses that are doing all this nonsense for these guys, they're going to pull the rug out from under you. They're going to take your, ultimately that's their plan. So they want this whole community to be funded by daddy government. So if you're willing to take everything from them, it will be a handout community, which is why all the workers are leaving here. Excuse me. So let's read what their accordance is. They've identified several goals and objectives pertaining to the expenditure of funding, including without limitation, the provision of rental assistance. Oh, it's always for the good programs. You sound like such a jerk if you're against all this. They're going to give all this money to these people, and then it's, take the jab or else, do it our way or else. Housing relocation and stabilization, emergency shelter, street outreach, case management, supportive services. They're all designed to allow eligible members of the target population to access permanent housing and the acquisition and renovation of structures that are intended to serve eligible members of the target population. 406. So it's just all the money. It's all the money. But what you got to look into is this program, this Cooperation Humble, and they have a Facebook site, and it's very simple to see what they're about on it. Hello there, Chef Kim. That's the other weapon. They've got everybody unemployed. Oh, yeah. And I'd rather be working, but they don't want me working because I won't wear a diaper on my face. So, and you know what? I don't want to see the kids abused, actually. I told my husband yesterday, I'm starting to really lose it here in my community of Arcata, the college town where these people are so brainwashed. They don't even know. This was the place that was anti-vaccines, Big Latin. This was the place that would talk about New World Order. This was the place that said U.S. out of Humboldt County, tolerance, my body, my choice, F the government. All these people, they've left. They're still in the hills hiding, or they've infiltrated as communist socialists, and they want to dislodge, or let me put it back on. Sorry. They want to dismantle capitalism. So let me stop this and show you their little Facebook thing, and then I'll move on. But I want you to see what they're about, because I've looked them up a couple times. Because what they do is they'll go around. I know one thing they do is really wonderful, beautiful thing is they go around and they they make gardens for people. If you want a free garden bed, so let me share my screen with you so you can see their Facebook page. Now you can see the chat now. Chat on now. Sorry about that. 300. I did share your website too. There it is. Let me see your Instagram. You didn't change your name, so you're not Peter Young. Well, that's what I was afraid of, because I almost I was gonna pull the trigger, and my bank actually rejected it like twice. I was just gonna give a little bit, and then I thought maybe I could buy one of your products. And so I went to your page. There's your Instagram. I don't know if you can't do that anymore. Oh, I'm going to share that. I was going to open with that, but people jumped on. Some of you must have got notifications, right? Okay. So here is Fly. You're going to die. Cooperation Humboldt. Where's my fly swatter? I'm going to get you. Excuse me. Nope, it's not. Sorry, lied about that. Where'd it go? Oh, man, come on. Whoops. Let me find it. Oh, there it is. Must be. Nope. All right. Okay, so let me make sure I'm sharing. Yes, I am. Cooperation Humboldt. I'm going to go to the about. Okay. I'm going to go to the about. Let you read it. Solidarity. They exist to help develop a solidarity economy across the North Coast. Okay. Is that enough for you, or shall we? Let's see all. Let's see all about them. I know what their jam is. I've read their crap. They're about dismantling capitalism. That's what they're about. They're artists that support dismantling capitalism, but they do a lot of these great, wonderful things, like give garden boxes to people, and that's how they do it. You guys, worker owned. Let's see. Let's go to this thing. This is their website. Okay, so what is a worker owned? I'm not talking about their little dismantling capitalism here. Oh, let's see. What is a solidarity economy? Let's see. That should be it. I've read all their stuff, you guys. They've definitely changed it. All right. 5 characteristics of capitalism. How long is this nonsense? 1 minute and 3 seconds. Okay, let's give it a fair shake.
Complicated and hard to understand.
Let's
There are
hear
5
it.
characteristics. The private ownership of the means of production. Producing goods and services as commodities to be bought and paid for at a profit. That, by the way, leads to unlimited growth on a finite planet, which is the ideology of cancer. But wait, there's more to capitalism. It also involves the privatization and the commodification of wage labor.
Ooh, big words,
the use
huh?
of market allocation. Taken as a whole, the characteristics of capitalism are literally going to destroy the planet. So what else is possible? I believe that we can create solidarity economics. Solidarity economics is the idea of putting people and planet above profit. And it's based on 5 key characteristics. The first, equity.
I'm sorry to make you
across
listen
all
so
dimensions.
slow. Let me speed him
Race,
up because he's
gender,
awfully boring,
sexual
isn't he?
orientation.
Oh, this is what it's based
2,
on. Oh,
the
thank
notion
God.
of participatory democracy to make economic decisions. 3, a commitment to ecological sustainability. 4, a commitment to mutualism and cooperation. And 5, and this is key, pluralism. And that means we don't think that there is only one way to do anything, that there can be many ways to do things. So we are not rigid, we are not doctrinaire, but the concept of a solidarity economy is one that puts people and planet before profit and a commitment to Mother Earth.
Well, people first, huh? It's interesting because it's people first, but they got all their money through the CARES Act, where it took away everybody's choice and discriminated. And I was arrested, and they got muzzles on all the kids here, and they're abusing people. And that's really choice. That's how you got your money. You guys are sick. You got $500.5 million through this whole setup. Resist and build. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know. It's not as in your face who we are as before. They've built their website, which is definitely more. Okay, so David Cobb, he's the people's lawyer. Maria Lopez, Tamara McFarland, RG, Ron White, Ruthie. Okay, so all these people. So they're working to create an organizational structure that is non-hierarchical as possible, one that allows everyone to get in where they fit and work and play with us in a way that is meaningful to them. Wow, it's all inclusive. So, thank goodness it's all inclusive. Okay, but she's wearing a freaking face diaper on her face at the market. I'm not proud of you, girl. I'm sorry. That right there. You know why? Because it's ridiculous. That's why. I'm not even going to go into it. It's all that. Look at this. Our current institutions are fundamentally racist, sexist, and class oppressive. This is a result of social, political, and economic systems that incentivize domination and exploitation of women, people of color, poor, homeless, disabled, queer, undocumented, and indigenous. Really? Because I got one of every kind of that on my list of my 42 employees, and we're in 3 counties, and I'm a capitalist, and I just can't even stand listening to this anymore. Go look it up yourself if you want. I'll drop the link. This thing is completely communist, and they got a bunch of money from our board of supervisors that are hiding out and letting our mom and pops die here. Okay, this is what's up. This is what's up. Look it up. They're sick. They're sick, and they hide behind, things that sound really good. That's what they're good at. But this is what the public health officer here is calling himself lately, is all of our doctors. He's the doctor of 150,000 people, you guys. He's our doctor. And they're in charge of nursing homes, dentists, food, housing, medical services, consumer protection, support, services, healthy communities. It's a massive program, he said. Oh, yeah, it's a massive program. It's a massive program through the CARES money, and they intend to keep us under their thumb. So, mom and pops, your board of supervisors is, they're getting this money. I'm going to find another document for you. So I'm going to share with you the document that I shared with the GOP on last week when I went in there. And the guy, when I asked him, so I'm just going to go through the whole walk-in experience of being there. Okay, so Tuesday I went in and I left because they were having a meeting. Someone invited me. And, oh, for sure. This is a totally pagan town. It's okay for them to have their satanic occult rituals, not pagans in general, but these demonic people that put these oppressive, to me, this stuff is satanic occult rituals. Because there's actually a document through the assembly, you guys. It's through, I can't find it in this website, but I know it's through this, and it's through Anna Van Rights. Okay, she's that judge in Alaska. She's the head of all the assemblies. I'll share it again. This is how you can join your assembly. And even if you live in another country like Canada or Australia, my friend Shane, that's the first country that they show up. And so, yeah, they're very demonic. And I got a document to prove it. And it's from the State Journal. I can't share it, you guys, because I shared my hard drive last time I shared it. So, so this is from the assembly. I've shared it many times, but today I really wanted to try to help you guys wrap your mind around the way I'm wrapping my mind around it. And this is how I see it as a small business owner. We have our laws and legislation, and that is what this organization represents: law. It represents the Constitution, which protects our God-given rights. So this document here was put out on the 10th of August under universal time. We're in maritime law under the Corporation of the United States. And last Friday I'll share it again. I'll go find it for you. But the State Nationalist YouTube video page was talking and showing, there was a very smart woman on there that was showing and explaining how to look on your passport and find the 2 types of statuses. You have citizen status, which is what I am. I'm not a free person. I'm not a state nationalist, but that is the other status that's what Anna Van Rights has. And if you guys don't know, she did do the study with Dr. Falsey about the Spanish flu and epidemic, and more people died of bacterial pneumonia from wearing the face diapers than they did of the actual illness. So you can go Google that and find it. The first couple articles you'll find is, fact-checking articles trying to debunk it. But I've shared the article before. If someone really wants to see it right now, I can share it. I'll find it. But I've shared it twice in past streams, but this document is so interesting. I'm going to take pictures of it and re-upload it in a way where I can share it with you guys. But so this is basically telling the corporation, because up here it says, well, I thought it said, that's another document. Oh, the one we dropped off. I'm going to share with you at the GOP, or at the, I shared at the GOP. Me and Linda dropped it off Linda and I dropped it off at the public health officer's office on Friday, the 13th of September. And I'll read you that one. It was a pretty intense document. All right. So this is a document that is letting these organizations know that we, the people that are in this assembly, know we are calling these organizations out as satanic. AMA, WHO, CDC. And you know why? Listen to this sentence. Who employ behemoth, I can't say that word, behemoth or Baphomet, worshiping satanic priests to conduct psychological operations through mainstream media to incite discrimination against unveed inhabitants and their posterity, thereby warring with families to make them conform to accepting the mark of the beast and the Antichrist system. Now, that may go a little too far for some, but those of us who do not wish to be tracked, traced, discriminated against, it's kind of fallen under that, right? And look at their symbolisms. This is who they're following. Where's the CDC? This is the CDC here. And here's the WHO. It's always the snake and the what's with this? Here we find the origin of the strange symbol that the AMA uses today. Okay, so, whatever. You people want to wear your stupid face diapers. You talk about science, science, science. You're not following science. So the people that follow real science and real laws, the only ones I know that have a great big organization and following is this American States Assemblies. And your passport actually verifies it. If you go look on it, I learned that you can see both statuses right there where the stamp is. And she also talked about when the POTUS speaks, there's a double ring around it. It's because that is the president of the Corporation of America. And then you have either no president or who's in charge or what's going on. I don't know. We have we the people, right? There's we the people. And so I'm not really sure what's going on. If anyone tells you they really know what's going on, good for them. I don't believe him. So let's see. Fighting the battle. Okay. I asked Jim Ken a question, and I don't know if he answered me. The Pope I missed some stuff. Let me go back. The Pope is asking people at church to pledge under contract. Watch Dr. Taylor Marshall. Okay, I'll write that down. I write stuff down. That's my mom. Okay, Dr. Taylor Marshall. 1L, 1L. Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. I've been keeping my eye on this Corporation Humboldt for a while. I don't know how long they've been around. I don't want to spend any much more time on it, but it's just amazing to me. So the document I shared with the GOP, let me shut this for a second, was the one we dropped off at the public health office with Linda on Friday the 13th of September. And here it is here. And this is it. And I've shared this a couple times, but I'm going to share it again. Is it this one? Okay, so Linda shows up one Friday at the rallies, at the protests. And this is one of the reasons why it's so important to go and to gather at your courthouse, especially like if all of a sudden we go dark, we lose power and stuff, and you want to know where to go. I imagine the courthouse is the place to go, right? And And it's funny because the public health office is right across the street. It's like when I got arrested, the Arcata Police Department was right across the street from the Safeway. So it was very convenient for everybody. So here is our public health officer, Ian Patrick Hoffman, family physician in Arcata. Okay, so he's a physician here. And let's see, there's a message there. He is also, let's see, he's also primarily located in Vancouver, Washington. And he runs the TB program, the Humboldt Summer Youth Program. And he's always lecturing us about, why we all need to get the thing. And so it's interesting. Now, he doesn't have, I don't know, there's some rabbit holes there with this guy's name. I'm not going to go into that, but they were not aware of that at the GOP. Hi, Lisa. 2 L's, Marshall, 2 L's. Okay, got it. So, okay, I'm going to tell a quick story, and I'm going to drop this link right now while I tell the story. So if anyone wants to call in, go ahead. Call in, video in. You don't have to. I forgot to share this with my Facebook group. I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to tell the story. While I was I went to the GOP meeting on Tuesday, and I told you guys this a couple times probably. There was, they were talking about the fair, and they were talking about how they got harassed. And this one guy said, hey, we should have stood up right then. We would have got more support. And I said, yeah, you would have, even though no one had said hello to me. I was a few minutes late. It looked like I got there 6 minutes late to me, but they'd already were in their meeting and they were rolling. And so that was fine. So me and Gigi sat there. Nobody said hello to us. Maybe they said hi to her. She was there before me, but that was kind of how it went. For an hour, I just listened to their financials. I got stuff passed around. I filled out a volunteer form. And I'm just sharing this with my stand-up group because apparently a lot of people don't get notified. Streaming now. Call in if you want. Call in if you want to. I'm trying to be peppy, guys. I really am. But this GOP bummed me out so bad, and I just was in a funk all weekend. I was in a funk. And I usually am not in a funk, right? I'm not usually in a funk. But so I go there again. I get a call the next day from Dean. And he's like, hey, it's Dean from the GOP. And I'm like, oh, Dean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure I didn't make any friends the way I left, And he was like, no, it was great. And I'm like, really? Okay. So, hi, Lisa. So he wants me to come in and see about volunteering for what I said I was interested in, which was helping with the elections and doing the canvassing and the polling. And then when I got there, they were talking about some things. And so I would do some IT help and help with the website if they wanted. And so when I came in, the first thing I asked Dean was, crap, I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Oh, I know. Do you want to stream with me? Will you, after a couple minutes of talking, I didn't say right now, hey, let's go live this second. Like he talked to me a little bit about how it works and what they do there. And I said, listen, would you like to stream with me? Because we've been out there on Fridays and I'm always getting people ask me, where in the heck is the GOP? Right. And he's like, oh no, he doesn't want to stream. Okay, fine. So then this other guy, I go to show him about the public health officer and that document. And he's like, email it to me. And I say, I say, okay, what's your email? And he says, suddenlink.com. Hey, get off there. Cat is destroying my curtain. Hold on one second. Get down. Get out of here. Totally put holes in him. Totally just being a little demon kitty. Anyway, so I'm like, no, that's a website. It's not your email, And And so I go over and I show them this great program. And if you have Office 365 and you want to have a really cool internal network program like Facebook for your crew. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's happening. Mama, can you help me? I just spilt my water. It's happening, you guys. It's called spiritual attack. Jesus, help me right now, please. It's all going down. If you have Outlook and you have 365 email, chances are you can get this app called Yammer. And I'm not going to share it because it's a private network. It's a private internal network. But if you look at it, it's the chia seeds too.
Oh.
Those things are gnarly. I was going to say, that's the one thing about them. If you use your like dish towel, those things don't come off. they're like little, spores or something. Did it get on my books?
No.
Okay. You want to see people do when there's no economy in housing. Well, you know what? There's this really interesting guy. You want to see? I'm gonna share this guy with you guys. He's so crazy. So this guy has these couple of goats. I'm totally rabbit trailing now. I don't care. I've had everything spill and whatever. So I'm off and running now. There's this guy I watched. I'm gonna drop the link because you're not gonna believe it. But Mom, it's Melody. Would you take it for me? Thank you. It's all happening. It's all happening, you guys. And he's been homeless for 10 years. It's a FaceTime. She's videoing you, Mom. Can you take it out of the room? Because I'm streaming and I can't leave. I'm streaming live. Watch what you say, Mal. I'm telling her. You think I should just hang up? Well, how many things have happened? The cat attacked my curtain. My water spilt. My phone rang. My computer's blowing up. How many channels am I on right now? I'm on both my channels, Monty. Do you got a problem with it? Do you got a problem with that, Monty? Because I'm ready for you, buddy. Bring it. I'm on both because I can. Okay. I pay for Restream and YouTube keeps taking me down. And so I said, this is it. I got to figure out which one I'm going to be on after this, but I wanted both of the channels to be aware of each other. I'm not hanging up. Don't worry. I'm just teasing. No, I would not let the devil win, my friend. No, I would not. I got my Bible right here. See this book? I'm going to tell you something really cool. I was missing this book. My husband gave me this book when we got engaged because we were broke up for 2 years. We dated for 6 years. We dated for 2 years in Chicago. And then he moved out here and I followed him out here. And it was missing for 3 years. I left it at this church in Fortuna. And David Ice found it for me and called me one day. And I had went back to that church and looked for it all over. And I knew I left it there, but somebody had put it somewhere. And anyway, I was so glad to get this back, you guys. I was so glad to get this back. My husband was convinced that I probably put it on the roof of my car or something like that, But I have all my best and favorite verses in this old Bible. And I know this book pretty good, but that's from my husband. He gave it to me in 1995. And that was a special time for us, him and I. We really didn't believe in this book. We were Catholic, but we had really walked away from God when we came to California. And so, but I had this friend that got me to read it, and I've been studying it and tearing into it like a college textbook for 26 years. So when people are like, oh, man, this, man, that, and it's fake, or there's books that are missing, fair enough. Whatever you want to say about it, that's fine. But let's go toe to toe on a book. Let's talk about I love you too, Monty. Let's talk about the book of Daniel and King Nebuchadnezzar. Let's line it up with history, shall we? Oh, that was a Peggy Hall thing. That's a Peggy Hall thing. So, Mama, can you go somewhere else, please? Please. I don't know what she's saying, but I don't want it. She's on the video with my daughter. God only knows what those two are in cahoots about. My daughter's birthday's coming up. She's going to be 23 years old. My son, hi, Kay. My son is going to be, I I missed you, Kay. I missed you coming in here. No, I'm asking you to go somewhere else. That's all. 4 channels. Monty, you're such a lurker. You know where I'm at. You're not even on the Facebook. I'm on Facebook too. Kay, I missed your thing. Melody, I'm on TV, you know. I'm just, nah, my mom and daughter, I love them. They're the best. They're the best. Hello there, Linda. God wins. Reverend Linda. Mojave Desert, Joshua Tree. Right on. Kay, darling, I don't know where you came in here. Oh, there, I see you saying hi to 300. Ah, yeah, and me too. Okay. So yeah, I shared about the capitalist or the dismantling capitalist program that our board of supervisors approved $5.5 million to. So yeah, we can look forward to the changes. Already they're here. It's, oh, you know what? Someone sent me. Let me see if I can get this up for you. Someone sent me a sign that was at the university, and it's in the cafeteria. Oh my gosh, I gotta share it. But what the problem is that I got like 4 emails from them, and only one of them has the picture, and it says the attachment is here. No, but I'm not the biggest tech. I can do some things, but where is it? So basically, if I can't find it quick, I'll just tell you. It's a sign in the arts building, and it says unV'd students. Here it is. Sit over here, section. Where is it? Here it is. Let me share it. Oh my gosh, you guys. So it's here. Okay, so this is my town. This makes me depressed. This makes me want to cry, but this is where we're at. This is the university here. This is the junk they're putting up with here. Where'd it go? Oh, it's here. It was here. Oh my gosh. I have to stop screen share. I had it up. I'm sorry. There it is. There it is. Okay, it's a designated dining area. Unv'd people must use designated areas for eating and drinking. How do you like that, California? How do you like that, HSU? I guess they love it because this is the university, Humboldt State's university's sign in their cafeteria. Boom. It's already here. They paid these people to do this. Who does this to their people? Only one country that I can think of does this to their people. I thought it wasn't American to discriminate. I don't know. I just cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. There's one person at the GOP. So let me finish up with the GOP story. Now I remember where I was. Wow, it's like fog is rolling in. So strike 2, right? I say, you want to stream with me? No, they don't want to stream with me. Okay. What's the email so I can show you this, so I can share this? First, no. Do you want to just take a copy of this document? To me, that's the easiest thing. Just take a copy. I think for some reason they can take a copy. And at the meeting before I was at, they were talking about getting call waiting. Okay. I'm only trying to tell the truth. I'm going to leave opinion out of it, but I definitely have my opinion about staying cutting edge, especially when you're trying to defeat a giant that is running circles around you with it. So then I say, okay, no, I get two more times. It's the suddenlink.com is his email. No, that's not your email, dude. That's not your email. Okay. So I bring up the Yammer program, which you guys, if you have a small business, my small business new friend in Keeley in Canada, if you have Outlook, look into getting Yammer. Yammer's it's like Facebook, and we have our inventory group, our maids group. We have all these different groups, bookkeeping group, front desk group. And then you have all company, and they love to use the GIFs or gifts or whatever you call it. They love to wish each other happy birthday. It helps create a family culture that is genuine and sincere. And so I highly advise Yammer, because a business that has got that culture going on is the one that's going to thrive. If you're just ignoring your employees out there and you don't know what's going on with them, or you can't recognize it's their year anniversary, it means something to them. I've been that ignorant before, and I've been there at the my office when, I mean, dang, it was our bookkeeper's 60th birthday, and I didn't realize it was his birthday. And I sat in a whole meeting, in the morning with him, and it didn't occur to me till the next day. So I was pretty embarrassed, and it's really not okay. You have to be, hey, TT, how are you? Oh, that's funny. I probably can't say that anymore. I get a little in my head. Tactical Tonto, how are you? Yeah, so we love our employees, and I am Mama D with my crew, and I make sure their needs are met. I make sure they're healthy, emotionally, spiritually, physically, not just a paycheck to us. So that's one of the reasons why I'm very passionate about mom and pops, because they will help people that are really trying. They're the ones that can really see when people have, like for us, we've hired a lot of people that have, they have turned a corner in their life and they're walking a new path, but in the past, not so great, right? They get second chances. And my husband's a man of second chances with employees for certain things. There are deal breakers, no call, no show, bye. The crew can't see that. You got someone that's not calling in and not showing up one time, they're gone. I don't care, unless they have a dang good excuse. They were in the hospital, right? Like, of course, there's within reason, but sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, this or that. You're like, really? Your whole crew, we do not miss buildings. Our clients do not get excuses from us. They get dealt with. They get covered. It's always been like that. Our yes is yes, our no is no. That's our mission statement. And it's not everybody's here in Humboldt County, because a lot of them don't even know the real laws. And the GOP don't even know what's going on, because there was another woman that came in there when I was there talking to these guys. I'm so stoked you're here, Tactical. And I was talking with these guys, and I start telling them how, well, this other lady comes in, and I was like, oh, hey, you were at the protest Friday, and she's like, yeah, I want to get a better sign. Her sign was, she was embarrassed about her sign, and I'll see if those photos downloaded or not. But anyway, so, but I thought her sign was great. And anyway, we start talking about the rallies. We start talking about how Fridays, we're getting more people. And maybe I already mentioned this before. I know I did on another stream, but this is at the part of the conversation where, the guy chimes in. I say something, I don't know what. She's asking about signs, right? She's bringing it up. And I honestly can't remember if I was talking to her before, or if she was even there. I'm sorry, my brain just fried on me. A second, I'm trying to look through these pictures. I can't remember if she was there when I started talking to this guy Dave about the rallies and the protests. And I say, listen, I say, I get asked all the time. This is what it was. I said, I get asked all the time, where is the GOP? Okay. And he starts telling me how last year at this time, or, right, he starts going, oh, what, March, May, whatever. He goes, we could get 200 people to go out there. Okay, that's what he says. We could get 200 people to go out there. He goes, oh, then it started dwindling down to like 100. Then it started dwindling down to 50. And then even lower, he says, right? Then even lower. And anyway, let me share this with you. So he goes, and we figured that if we can only get 12 people to come, there's our little rally right there. There's our little rally right there. And my friend that was at the GOP, why can't I blow it up? She's back here. She's back here and she's got this little sign. And I remember she was really embarrassed about her little sign. And I've been embarrassed about my signs too. Like our signs are not epic by any means. There's a couple people there that have some really beautiful signs. And then there's the rest of us, And so, yeah. So anyway, so she was there and then I start talking to this guy and I'm like, well, we really could use, I'm going to roll through some of these while I'm telling you this. We really could use, there's Genevieve. So these two people here, Genevieve and Chuck, and their friend Sandy. Okay. Chuck is 86. I'm sharing, right? Yep. Chuck is 86. Genevieve is far younger than him. There's Linda. She's the common law nationalist here. She's the one that gets the documents. And she rocks the nationalist thing. She doesn't pay a mortgage. She doesn't pay her car. She's been doing it for 16 years. She knows what she's talking about. She gets these documents. She shares them with me. Anyway, Sandy, too, she took a fall like 3 weeks ago. This lady has got to be in her 70s, you guys. They're out there every week. Okay. They're out there every week, these people. Now, Linda's just started coming, but I'll tell you what, she has had sciatica. Here's a 1-minute video of our rally. I want to share with you guys.
All right, you guys. As soon as I took that last live,
that's my sign.
like 4 more people showed up.
I always bring that in this little
We're really
blue tent.
growing, you guys.
We're growing. I'm all excited, right? We're going to get the spirit of this. There's Sarah, Chance. I love this girl. Girl, I'm going to call you today. Isn't she cute?
You want the little one?
I'm getting buffed though.
You want the little one?
Certainly.
She lost both her jobs, fired from both her jobs because she won't take the thing.
Look at this crowd.
Look at Chuck.
here.
He holds up that sign.
Young and old. That's right. And everything in between, sexy and hot. And everything in between. Right, Justin?
What?
Young and old, sexy and hot, and everything in between.
That's what I am. Bye, Jim.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, don't be so nasty. Don't be nasty.
Oh, we got into it, me and that
You
one.
be nicer.
She was super hostile.
Don't mess with me. You'll be.
I told her, don't mess with me. Nobody's sorry. So, yeah, this is my friend Deborah saying love over fear. Always put that on the chalk or in the.
Okay, we are at the courthouse on our Friday roll here.
Yep,
Got some new
there it is. Yep, that's the chick here.
friends.
She was
here.
super excited to be there. We get new people come all the time. So the GOP, this guy's telling me basically that, if they only get 12 people, that doesn't look good for them. That doesn't look good for them. So I'm going to drop this link. If you guys, somebody call in, please. Somebody call me because I'm going to get upset. We only have 12 people. We could use some signs. We could use some support from the GOP. These people have been coming for a year. I'm going to go meet with Genevieve at 1:30 today. She's a local nurse here, 42 years. And she can't sleep. She can't hardly eat. She loves people and she's always out there. Her and her husband Chuck have been out there for a year. And I've seen them get harassed and I've seen them just stay the course and stay peaceful and loving, and they never get mad. And, they get nervous with me and Justin. And I've had some of these other people that are in the groups, and when we've been at the high school and they did that with the 12-year-olds, and our friends went in and did recognizance and got the paperwork, and all that paperwork said it was for 16 and up. And they told our community, public enemy number one's the media here. They told our community, yeah, it's safe for 12-year-olds. It's safe for 12-year-olds. So when we went to the high school and we were trying to protest right at the entrance, we got pushed away and had to go to the front of the school. And so a lot of people were going around the back, and and I wanted to talk to the principal, and I was asking him serious questions, but I was very upset. I have it recorded. And I get shut down by my people in my group. They're like, get away, get her away, because I'm upset, and it's criminal, and it's people are misinformed because of our media here. And, there's a saying, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And that's what goes on here. And this morning I woke up to, I wonder if it was on North Coast, or let me get my phone, North Coast Journal or Lost Coast Outpost, but there was a girl that was 36 that died just in her sleep. No, was she 36? Let's see. I'm going to read this to you. They don't tell us, I'm not going to say anything other than I just find this odd. Okay. She wasn't in the hospital. So yeah, good on paper, right? Good on paper. They're just worthless. That was just, when that guy said that, excuse me, I had to walk out again. I had to leave again because, I was about to get the roster, and I looked at Dean, and I'm looking at that guy, and and to me, he's all about his ego, and they can't get enough people out there. Am I wrong? And I just feel like, and he's telling me how, and they just attack us when there's so few of us out there. And I'm just like, yeah, I know they do, because I'm out there, but it's more people that are honking and loving us, and it's fun. It's, I like it. But Friday I couldn't even go, and I've been going. Last year we did have a May Day. We did have a May Day. Who are the 12? I don't know. I'd like to find them. Some of them come out. But not a lot of them that are, most of them are just keyboard warriors. And there are some that are in the Freedom and Health and Network group that come out. Perry makes a great sign. Seth makes a great sign. They have the best signs. Perry has a big old sign. It's like, question this injection, and PCR tests are, what, and like these guys, they're older activists. They're really peaceful people, and they're really upset too. And we're all really upset. We're all 12, right? Man, I want to be one of them. I'll go. Send me, Lord. I will answer the call. I'm not afraid at all, but I'm pissed. Somebody call me, or I'm going to hang up. I swear. This girl was 36 years old, and she passed away unexpectedly in the early morning hours of August 30th. She was in the healthcare profession. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I had a good video queued up, and if no one calls me by the time this 1-minute video is over, I'm probably going to bounce, you guys. But this is Chinese people when they get their first Bibles. I want people to see this. I watched this a long time ago. That's how I felt when I got mine back. It was gone for 3 years, you guys. My original, you know. I have a friend who's gone to China and smuggled these in. Okay. I know people that go to these countries and stuff, and I've been globally minded for a long time with a Christian perspective. You know, I do know a lot of things that are going on with persecution, things that are going on with prophecy, and I know you're under a truck, honey. Okay. The chat won't let you communicate? What do you mean? You are communicating, right? I wonder where my friend Robert is. He would usually get on with me. You're under a truck overhauling a motor. I want to send you some salve, Travis, for your injury. And I'm going to send Mike some essential oils. We're working on these kits, you guys. Oh, I'm excited about that. I'll be on later. I'm going to get on with my nurse friend Genevieve in Eureka at 1:30. So I got to leave here, and she's got some stories to tell too. But I'll be back on, and I'll try to be cheerier. But it's hard to take it hit after hit, you know. And share this information has to get shared, right? It has to get shared, and it's okay. I am who I am, and I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed of the gospel. I'm not afraid of these giants. I'm not going away. I'll create another channel and make up another name so you guys can, you know, chase me down and find me. But I love y'all, and I'll see you at probably about 1:30. Oh, it was blocking the word apostle. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, you know. I know, and with that video I just shared, it's really bad where it is more of the things of God that they don't want you to talk about, I think, than even the medicinal or the political things. I mean, they're definitely attacked the church. They definitely don't want us to be yeah. Okay, I'm going to sign off with a psalm. I'm going to read you guys a psalm because this is a psalm that I read when I'm depressed, and I haven't read it in a while, and I should. And so but to me, it's Psalm 116. And hi, Kay. I'm going to sign off with it. Oh, I forgot my dog got into some of this book. I had to get another Bible because one of our doggies ate like the whole book of Daniel out of my book. And I love the book of Daniel. I talk about it a lot. It's got a lot with Revelation to it too. Ezekiel, Daniel. So this is Psalm 116. And I'm just going to put it in the chat for you guys because it's easy to pull up. There's a lot of versions, but when I was first reading the Bible, I would read the New International Version, but then when I wanted to buy my own, I bought my husband got me this one. He knows I like poetry, and so I don't mind the King James. I can hang with it. So this is Psalm 116, and I just put the link to a Bible Gateway. You can read along with me if you want. I shared this with my testimony. This is also my testimony is wrapped up in this psalm, and I feel like it could be just about anybody's testimony too. But we had, after a big tragedy, one of my friends committed suicide, and it was actually it was spring, and it was the first Mother's Day. She committed suicide in spring, and it was the first Mother's Day, and I was asked to share my testimony, and their daughters were going to be in our ladies group. And so it was a really heavy request to me. So I took it very seriously, and I didn't know I was going to share from this psalm, but ever since I've known It's a very special psalm. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to sign off when I'm done reading it. So it's Psalm 116. I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my supplications. Because he has inclined his ear to me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell got hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Then I called upon the name of the Lord. O Lord, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. Gracious is the Lord and righteous. Yes, our God is merciful. The Lord preserves the simple. I was brought low, and he helped me. Return unto thy rest, O my soul, for the Lord has dealt bountifully with thee. I should have shared I shared it with the thing, but there you go. I'm at 8. For you have delivered my soul from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. I will walk before the Lord in the land of the living. I believe, therefore have I spoken. I was greatly afflicted. I said in my haste, all men are liars. What shall I render to the Lord for all his benefits towards me? I will take the cup of salvation and call upon the name of the Lord. I will pay my vows unto the Lord now in the presence of all his people. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. O Lord, truly I am thy servant. I am thy servant and the son of thy handmaid. Thou hast loosed my bonds. I will offer to thee the sacrifice of thanksgiving, and will call upon the name of the Lord. I will pay my vows unto the Lord now in the presence of all his people. In the courts of the Lord's house, in the midst of thee, O Jerusalem, praise ye the Lord. So that's a psalm that always makes me feel better. And I love you guys. I'll see you at 1:30-ish. She gets out of her accordion lesson then, and they'll come over to the office. And I also may get my husband to come on and share with me. And I may get my brother-in-law, Paul, to come on and share with me. And if not, I'll get them another time because my husband was at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota with his brother. And I want to talk about, I know Genevieve is going to share some things, amen, with the local hospital here. And I wanted my husband to share things, how things went for Paul and him at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. He was so blown away and impressed. And that's how it should be. So yeah, look for me. I'll be back on at 1:30, you guys. Thanks for coming in and supporting and chatting with me. I love y'all. Peace out, Humboldt. Bye.